Hello everybody and welcome back to Victoria 2, where we have tensions in Nigeria. Recently, the international community has become increasingly aware of the so-called plight of the poor oppressed people in Nigeria. It's claimed that we have no legitimate right to rule the area, and nearby great powers are starting to take an interest in the claims. So, Nigeria could be ours, and we could gain 10 flashpoint tension, or we could concede the point and lose 4.16 prestige. We have 41 prestige right now. And the question then becomes, what is the region map mode? Nigeria. This is Nigeria here. So they're claiming that we don't have right to rule here. I disagree, but this isn't a super high pop area. It's okay. It's not huge. So we could gain 10 flashpoint tension or lose 4 prestige. And this doesn't say that we would lose Nigeria. Hang on. I'm going to make a quick save here because I don't know what's going to happen. This is still a learning campaign. So I'm going to make a save and I'm going to try conceding the point, but I'm going to reload if we lose the territory. I don't know if it's going to happen or not. Well, let's find out. We'll concede the point. Is that just it? Okay, yeah, we don't have any right to rule there, but we're going to do it anyway. Sounds good. Excellent. European military mission. France is now wanting to do a mission to Asosa. Okay, fine. Gotta get more militancy, you know? What could possibly go wrong? So how many tech points are we up to? 675, okay. That's going to be a bit before we can get military construction. Now that's going to activate us post-Napoleonic thought, and it will construct a fort in Gondar. What does post-Napoleonic thought give us? Plus 5 organization, and plus 10% supply consumption, but plus 1 dig-in cap. And also gives us plus 1 defense to, like, everything. Okay, so it's just good. I mean, they use a little more supplies, but that's fine. We're currently at 14.92 infamy. We are now almost officially to the point where if our justification went as poorly as it could possibly go, that we would that we would almost not be at 25 infamy. Conservative just lost 12%. Yikes. Too bad for them. But hey, we're at 7.1% literacy. Fantastic. Okay, so we're still at 11 out of 9 brigades. I'm a little concerned about that. It feels like we should be able to field more brigades by now. I don't know, that just seems weird to me. That is large. Okay. So if we were to justify a war against Sokoto, this would be to conquer all of them. Maximum infamy is 22. So we would need to wait until our infamy dropped down to 5 to fully be completely sure that we weren't going to hit that 25 infamy cap. The other option, of course, is that we could just justify on acquire state, which is 11. Which we might be able to pull off. I'm a bit concerned about the 21,000 troops here. They've got 7 brigades there. Those are 3,000 units of cavalry, so 1 brigade of cavalry and 6 brigades of irregulars. I mean, we could take that with this force. And I'm going to go ahead and move this force to Abuja. And this force down to Yola for now. Anybody going through the desert? No? Fantastic. Okay, we've got a newspaper. The Papal States are fearing Sicily. Well, that's interesting. That is certainly interesting. Greece is expanding. Good for you, Greece. Hey look, the CSA is losing. Who would have thought? What else is going on? Crisis averted. Excellent. Fantastic. Montenegro is fearing the Ottoman Empire, as well they should. Austrian-French relations are doing pretty well. Good for them. Good for them. Okay, I'm actually going to put this stack in Zaria. So that way we can, if we do invade, we just go boom, boom, like that. And then our one brigade can go over here. And then once we win this fight, then we can come over here and push our way up and down here, just like the plan says. That's the idea. I'm not really too interested in fighting for this region of Egypt right now, especially since Egypt has actually built up their military power a bit, and the Ottomans haven't really been pressuring them too much. Do they have a truce? No, they don't. Okay, well, the Ottomans may or may not attack them. Ooh, Austria's getting wrecked by the North German Federation. Good for them. I'm completely fine with it, honestly. So, I mean, our militancy is still an issue. The question is, do we stay at peace until we can fully annex Sokoto? That's going to require a drop of like 10 more infamy. So 10 divided by 1.2. About 8.25 years. Okay, well 8 1/3 years, technically. That's probably worthwhile, honestly. The question is, do we declare earlier and hope that we don't get the full infamy? It'd be risky, to be sure, especially with reactionaries building. They long to live in the traditional manner of their ancestors and reject all notion of copying the mannerisms of Europeans. Okay. So reactionary is growing in reaction to our reforms. That said, we're halfway to westernization, which is good. With any luck, militancy will decrease soon enough. We're going to need to increase our defense spending before we go to war, but we're not going to be going to war for a little bit. It'd be nice if this monthly tick actually happened daily, even if it was the same amount, like negative 0.1 per month, just amortized out over the entire period of the month. That'd be nice. I prefer things like this even, to happen on day ticks rather than on month ticks. Same with income, things like that. I like the day ticks. I like it Crusader King style, less Europa style, I guess we can say, in that regard. Our amount of possible brigades has decreased. Isn't that interesting? I have to assume that has to do with our militancy. Like, they're militant, and so they're unwilling to serve in our armies? Something along those lines. Yeah. So, moralism is our dominant issue. How do we do anything about that? Presumably that would be in our politics somewhere. Okay, so royal faction is, of course, the Conservative Party. Trade policy is protectionism. Economic policy, blah, blah, blah. We could make one of these factions be our ruling party, but we have a uprising, huh? The writing on the wall has been plain to see for some time, but officials in Katsina now have definite confirmation. Katsina is over here, right? Yep, right there. Now have definite information that the locals are plotting an insurgency against Ethiopian rule. The secret police has managed to secure detailed plans for the insurgency through informants and double agents, and needs to know how to act. Our options are to fight the insurgents in one concentrated battle, or to try to divide them up and dissipate their forces out into the surrounding countryside. So all pops would gain 4 militancy, but the population would be reduced by 1%, or all pops in the entire area would gain 2 militancy. In Katsina, they're already at 9.0. 10 is the cap, right? So I feel like we're better off putting it all into Katsina. Like that. Yeah, their militancy wouldn't go up any higher than that. Supply limit is 40, so we can dump all of our troops right into Katsina. The Ottoman Empire is making friends with the North Germans. That makes sense. Europeans are harassed. We are going to round up the usual suspects because we want to westernize. So how can we get these rebels to pop? That's the question. So, like, if we go into our politics here, into our rebels, 20k faction members, number of possible brigades, 9, but they're not ready to actually join. So I guess we should stay where we were before. And just be, like, in position to, I only want one of these armies here. Just be in position to have one of the, or rather to converge all in one location. War between Peru and Ecuador. Good for them. So yeah, I'm gonna keep chilling, I think. We could technically be justifying on Sokoto if we wanted to take Hausaland. But I kind of want to take all of Sokoto, so I think we're going to continue chilling for another about 5 to 6 years. Besides, we need to deal with our internal politics issues. So let's go into our reforms here. Let's see, we're at 2,300. Gaining at the rate of 3.18 per day. Sounds excellent. So, 25,000 here. They don't have any brigades ready to join currently. There are 11 possible brigades now. But they're not ready to join. What makes them ready to join? Is that just a time thing? Because, I mean, we could suppress these. And I'm not too interested in suppressing the Egyptian one, but I'm going to try suppressing the Sokat one. Okay. So now they're back, but they're really small. Interesting. But that'll make them more likely to radicalize. Fair enough. So there's a revolt risk of 0.0 here. Their rebel power is increasing. Very slightly. But my question still remains, what are our tools for dealing with these things? Is it just this suppression system? This will cost 37.9 points. We gain 0.3 monthly. Yikes, that's not a lot. Interesting. Well, it is time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that, and next episode, we're going to be continuing to work on our internal issues. Subscribe for more, and I will see you all next time.